Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Thank God it's Friday. Yay.
Happy TDIF, everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
So, in case you're new around here, I am Hillary Buchholz, and I'm here with the amazing, lovely, and talented Patty Quinn.
Hello, everybody, and this is Ginger.
And we are the co-founders of We Heart Hounds, and what we like to do every Friday, we call it Thank Dog It's Friday, is just to get together and do something in honor of our love of pups. And so we do crafts, we do all kinds of crazy things. There's a huge long playlist, but today we happen to be doing a just kind of fun, silly recipe. And so because Cinco de Mayo is right around the corner, we decided to do tasty taco dog treats. So we're going to do two kind of different versions of this, but you can customize them however you want. Like
exactly
anything will work. So we'll just give you some tips along the way. So the first one I'm making is just a bean and cheese little taco. So I found these
I love
little
those.
corn tortillas. They're street taco size, so they're nice and small, which works great for like a Lulu sized dog.
Yeah, a little big for Ginger. That's why I'm doing something a little different. Although Ginger would never complain. Let me tell you, she would love it. But yeah.
Yeah. And so all it is just bean, and we're going to make our own kind of faux refried bean. So we're just using some pinto beans that I've rinsed, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball some of them in here. You don't need, I'm not making a ton. These are pretty rich. So these aren't like you're going to be given a bunch of them. This is like a very special treat.
Yes.
And then, so the pinto beans, the reason why we're using just regular beans is if you happen to use like a can of refried beans, they tend to have added spices. So a lot of times garlic, onion, chili powder, that sort of thing. And you want to avoid that. I'm also using just a little bit of bone broth to mix in with this. And again, the reason why I'm using the bone broth, this one doesn't have any of the added garlic or onions or anything. So
right. And a little bit of garlic could be okay for your pups, but onion is not good. It's just best to try and use ingredients that don't have all that extra stuff in them, so you know exactly what you're giving your dog, which is important, especially with people food.
Exactly. And then I'm just mashing this up to make a little bit of a paste. So
you're going old school. I love it.
You could definitely put this in a food processor or something like that if you wanted to as well. But it's such a little amount that it just made sense to just mash it up by hand. And what you're going to want is just to get it mashed enough so that you can kind of spread it onto our little corn tortilla.
Okay. And you can use flour tortillas or any
or
other
substitute.
Kind of
There's
flour.
lots of different types of
gluten-free
wraps and things like that that are available nowadays. So so we have our little mashed up bean paste. And then I had my tortillas. I just wrapped them in a damp paper towel, just very damp or very lightly damped paper towel. Popped them in the microwave for like 20 seconds just to help make them a little bit more pliable so that they don't
nice and soft.
Yep, so that they don't fall apart once you're trying to put these little tacos together. So could not be easier.
I know. I think we try to outdo ourselves every week with coming up with
we say
easy
could not be easier as for almost all of our recipes, because that is our goal, is how can we make this easier?
Exactly.
And honestly, so in case you didn't know, Lulu has been recovering from a snake bite that she got this weekend and has been in a lot of pain and just really bummed out. And these tacos that I made last night, the only thing that I've seen her be excited about in days. So
I love that. That's so sweet.
It's definitely not an everyday thing, but especially in the state that she's in right now. I was
Yeah.
just so excited that she
Yeah.
was excited.
Yeah.
So wipe a little bit of the bean paste and then just this littlest bit of cheese and then fold them up. You kind of want to try to stick them together a little bit
Okay.
and then just bake them up 350. What I did was 350 for like 5 minutes. That'll kind of adhere everything together.
Right. Melt the cheese.
Yep, get them melted, get them stuck together. And then I turned off the oven and let them just kind of cool in the oven for 15 minutes.
Okay.
And that helped to give them a little bit of a crispier, crunchier kind of shell. So
that's great. Oh my God. Those are awesome. Those are just perfect. They're so picture perfect too. I love that. You can see the little stuffings coming out. So Ginger would absolutely love that. That's about half the size of her head. Yep. So they're a little big for her. And I'm so excited that Lulu is just, it, you know, brings a little song to her heart when she gets to eat those. Yep. That's just magic. You know, when anything we can do to help our pups heal and feel better, that's always a good thing. So yeah. I'm super happy. Well, so we talked about having taco treats for our pups, and I'm thinking that those tacos are just going to be too big. So I had to come up with a different idea. So here's what I ended up doing. I have these, I don't have any round cookie cutters to make. I initially was going to make smaller versions of the little tacos and just make teeny tiny ones. Yeah. So I don't have any round cookie cutter shapes. So I have a little paw print shape. So I took one large tortilla and then I just cut it up in these little paw print shapes. So I have a whole bunch, and I'm going to be making quesadillas instead of tacos. So it's really super easy. Basically, you cut out all your little shapes, and I think I have enough left over here for looks like 3 treats. I have enough for 3 treats. I can count here. So you just set those on your can't see. You just set those on your pan, your baking sheet. And I have my little helper here.
She's very excited.
She's interested. And then you can use any kind of, I didn't have any pinto beans on hand. So I had some pulled pork, but you can use chicken and kind of pull that. But again, just make sure it's just the pork or just the chicken or just like ground beef. Don't add taco seasoning or any other onions or anything else like that. So, so I've got a little bit of pulled pork, and I'm just going to put just the tiniest little bit in my little treats here. And then the same thing, I've got some shredded cheese, and I just add just a couple little layers of cheese on top. Again, mostly just to melt the two.
Yep, kind of stick them together.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's just the least little bit of I mean, like the size of a dime is really for the meat and cheese. It's really just the tiniest little bit. Here, let me take those off. And I'll show you a little closer up. So there's just the least little bit on there. And then you're just going to plop your top on. And you just want to make sure that it's aligned with the shape below. So boom, boom, boom. I got those 3 on there. And then I stuck them in the oven at 350 for 3 minutes. Then I flipped them over and did another 3 minutes so that both sides are crispy. And then I ended up with these just adorable little, tiny little quesadilla cookies. They're so cute. And then, of course, I'm thinking, well, boy, these look good enough for me to eat. Yep. So I thought, well, wouldn't it be fun for like a kid's birthday party to make a larger size, so you could see all the good stuffings inside. So you can make for like a dog themed kids birthday party or party quesadilla, Cinco de Mayo party. I'm sorry, it's getting to that point where I can't think of what I want to say when I want to say it. But yeah, for Cinco de Mayo or a kid's birthday party, it would be fun to do a little dog themed quesadillas. So you could have the super size one as well. And then of course, little Ginger here. She's just been like, Mom, I want one. She's had one already. She flipped. She absolutely loved it. So here, you want to show everybody? There you go. Your little cookie. Now she's going to go run. She thinks I'm going to take it. All right. So she's eating it. She's gobbling it up. She absolutely loves it. It's her all-time favorite thing in the whole wide world. In fact, when we started here going live, she was like, I want one. I want one. I want one. So yeah, she's a happy camper now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So
these are just so fun, so easy,
yeah, and
really customizable.
like we said, yep, you can adjust them for whatever's going to work best for your pups. So, this is just to have some fun. It's a special treat, and enjoy a little fiesta with your pups.
Exactly. Yeah. And these, I think, are just like eat now or eat that day. So they're not really shelf stable. You can stick them in the fridge for a little while if you wanted to, but these would not be things that you would give them a week later or whatever you want to give them right away. But we would love to see if you have ideas. There's all kinds of things you can put in these. There's tomatoes and other things, ground beef, as we said. Double check with your veterinarian for giving any human foods to your pup. All of the things we've talked about are safe in general, but you want to make sure in case your pup has special needs and
special
dietary
allergies and
needs
things.
And things. Yeah. But anyway, these are a lot of fun. And if you make any of these, please take pictures. We would love to see. And the ingredients you used and pictures of your pups gobbling them up. This is just like the best treat ever. And what a great way to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Yay!
Yep.
My little half taco dog here. All right.
Thank you everyone for joining us today. And as we mentioned, like if you can comment below, let us know what you think, have ideas that you'd love us to try. We would love that. And if you know anybody that you think would enjoy these, please share. It really does help us out a ton if you do that. So
it does. And we have lots of other recipes and everything in our playlist, all kinds of crafts and good stuff. So she's camera shy.
Christy says, serve these with mutgaritas, mix a little water into non-fat yogurt and serve to your dog. You can also freeze them in little ice cube trays. I love that idea. That's fantastic.
We should all send all your ideas. I'd love to get a whole theme going of all the kind of fun things you could do for a little Mexican fiesta party for our pups.
Yeah, that would be great.
Thanks so much, everybody, for being with us today.
Everyone.
Have a great weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.